Hi, I'm Emily of Emily's Life Fitness, and welcome to this 30-minute total body strength and power workout. In today's total body strength and power workout, we are going to hit your arms, your legs, your butt, your back, and your abdominals, and we're going to do so building strength with some weights. So I have here a light set, a medium set, and a heavy set. You want to have a good selection of weights so that you can perform all of the different exercises. And then I also have a mat or a soft surface because we are going to be coming down to the mat for some of the exercises today. Finally, I want you to make sure you have some sort of water or some beverage to take you through the workout. From there, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to begin today with some squats, nice and simple. Open your legs a little bit wider than your hips. We're going to send the butt back and then slowly come up to stand. Down and up. Down and up. For now, I'm taking my palms to prayer and then pressing them back, but we're gonna add a little arm movement here in just a moment. 4, 3, 2, and now as we squat, we're gonna reach the arms overhead, stand and press. Squat, reach, stand and press. All right, so today we're working total body. What we're gonna do is we're gonna break it up. We have an upper body circuit followed by a lower body circuit, upper body, lower body, and then we'll finish it out with a really strong ab challenge at the end. In 3, we hold it up. In 2, last one, hold it up. Take the hands behind your head. Let's go ahead and practice those hip hinges. Feet are hip width apart parallel. Unlock your knees. Inhale, you're gonna hinge the torso forward. And then exhale, slowly come up to stand. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, stand. You're gonna see this position in our rows. You're gonna see this position in our deadlifts. Hip hinge is essential for lower body and upper body. Last one, hold it in that hinge position. Lengthen your arms down, hold the shoulders away from your ears. We row and stretch. Row and stretch. For 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Go ahead and come up to stand. From there, we're gonna step back lunge with the left leg, hands to the hips. You step back left and stand. Step back left and stand. Let's do 3 more. Last 2. Last one, hold it in that lunge position. And now extend your left leg, plant your left hand, and we'll reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, finding that nice plank twist. Oh, feels good to move. Inhale here. Exhale, take your right hand down, step your right leg back, find your plank position. In your plank, shoulders are stacked over the wrists, widen your fingers nice and wide, and lengthen your body from the crown of your head to your heels. Widen your feet a little bit wider than your hips. We have shoulder taps. Tap and tap for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen for the change. You're gonna step your left foot forward this time, and we're gonna reach our left arm up into that nice big twist. Holding here, stretching the left side of your pelvis towards your right heel. And now come to center. You can shorten your stance slightly with that right leg. We're gonna take it to those reverse lunges. You have 5 of them with the right foot stepping back. For 5, for 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, coming all the way up to stand. Last little bit, widen your legs much wider than your hips, and we're gonna take it to a lateral shift. Shifting left, shifting right, shifting left, shifting right. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. All right, we're gonna get started today with an upper body circuit, and we're gonna be targeting your pull muscles. Those are your back, and your biceps. Sure, that makes sense. All right, first exercise is gonna be a supinated row. I'm gonna go for my medium weights. You're gonna take those weights into your hands. Palms are gonna face forward. That's what makes it supinated. Find your beautiful hinge position. We pull the elbows back and we stretch the arms forward, all right? We're gonna work for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We'll go through it 2 times through, and then we'll finish each circuit with a power challenge. All right, we go in 3, 2, here we go. 40 seconds, pull, stretch, pull, stretch. Keep your knees soft, hinge your torso forward a little bit more if you can. When you go for these rows, I want you to think of pulling your elbows back and really squeezing your shoulder blades together. You've got 20 seconds left. Pull, reach, This supinated position is just gonna give us a little bit more biceps in addition to the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds to recover. I'm gonna keep my same weights for the next exercise, which is a rotational curl. Palms are gonna face in. As you curl, palms flip to face you, and then you lower, palms flip to face in. We go in 7, 6, rotational bicep curl, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Keep the knees soft here, abdominals drawing in, puff up your chest. And while you're going for this bicep curl, of course your elbows are moving, right? They're bending and extending, but I don't want you to be rocking them forward and back. You want to aim to keep them slightly forward of your rib cage here. Good. You have 12 seconds, and then we'll go back for the supinated row. So we'll do these strength exercises 2 times through, and then we'll finish with a power challenge. In 4, 3, 2, and release. All right, supinated row is your next exercise, right? We pull and we reach. You got 15 seconds, and then we're there. I'm gonna take a quick sip. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, find your hinge, find your weights. We pull and reach. Pull and reach. Good, really long line here from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. You can think like you have like a yardstick on top of your back or a meter stick on top of your back. And you want to have that long line all the way from the head to the pelvis. Ooh, 10 seconds. Feeling those biceps, feeling the back for sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, finally, we're gonna nail this strength challenge with our bicep curl. Rotational, palms in, palms back. 10 seconds, and then we'll knock out that rotational curl. I'm definitely gonna stick with the same weights. That was the right load for me. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Rotate and center. Good, this rotational curl is also nice for the forearms. Building up that forearm strength, your grip strength. All right, so after this, we're gonna go into our power challenge. Get the heart rate up a little bit, and we'll do a narrow row to a clean. I'll show you what it is in 10 seconds. And then you're done with pull. You've done it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you can drop your weights 20 seconds. I'm just gonna show you this next move. Palms are gonna face us in this time. You have a narrow row, and then you're gonna clean the weights up to the tops of the shoulders. Look at my feet as I do that. I pull, and then I'm gonna push into the balls of my feet, lift my heels slightly to clean. 3, 2, 30 seconds. Narrow row, clean. Inhale, pull, exhale, clean. I love a clean with a super strong exhale. Get those abdominals on board to support this extra force being taken by your spine. There we go, 10 seconds. Love the power, everybody. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. All right. If you love the clean, we're gonna build on it a little bit more in this next circuit. So that's upper body pull, check. Now we're gonna move into the lower body. And for our first lower body circuit, we're gonna be tackling squats and deadlifts. So really focusing on the posterior, all right? First exercise, simple. We're gonna go for a goblet squat. You hold the weight in the center of your chest, you drop your butt down, and you stand, all right? Let's take 20 seconds here. Grab a quick sip. Pick the weight that you wanna use for goblet squats. I'm gonna do one heavy weight. I think that'll work for me. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go, 40 seconds. Down, and up. Sitting your butt back and down. And as you squat, You wanna make sure that you're keeping your toes down, but the weight is gonna be a little bit heavier in your heels. Pull your shoulder blades together, draw your abdominals in. Let's see if we can make this lower body exercise as much of a total body move as possible by focusing in on those additional elements like your shoulders and your abdominals. 5, 4, 3, 2, and stand. All right, for your next exercise, we're gonna go for a deadlift. So we've seen the hinge, now we're gonna get into the deadlift. I'm gonna use both of my heavy weights here. We go in 5, it's a hip hinge, arms long, 4, 3, 2, 40 seconds. So we hip hinge just like we saw before. This time the arms stay long, press into your heels, come up to stand. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Come up to stand. Whenever I do a deadlift, I like to think that the bottom of my pelvis, the bones at the bottom of my pelvis called the sits bones, because you sit on them, are pulling away from the backs of my thighs. So it's like I'm trying to crack open this space between my butt and my leg. 4, 3, 2, and stand. All right, second set of those exact same exercise. So we do our goblet squat, we do our deadlifts, and then we're gonna take that power challenge. We've got 10 seconds. I'm gonna stay with that same single weight for my goblet squat. We go in 5, 4, grab the weight, 3, 2, here we go. Down, and up. Oh. Sometimes you just have to let one go. Whew. All right. I'm working here. You working? I'm feeling this. I said in a recent video, I haven't been doing a lot of leg days because I had a knee injury and I'm still managing it every day. But I've been really saving, let's say, my energy for my lower body for hiking. 3, 2, and 1, because we're living in the Alps right now and we're fixing to move to Berlin. You got a deadlift coming up, which Berlin, if you've never been, it's very flat, so there's not gonna be a lot of hiking there. So I gotta get it while I can. We go in 5 seconds, deadlift, 4, 3, 2, let's deadlift. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Press through the heels to stand. Knees are soft here. You should get a nice big stretch in the backs of the legs on the way down. And then you shorten the backs of the legs on the way up. Whew. Anyway, yeah, so I haven't been doing a ton of leg days, and so every deadlift, I'm feeling it. Maybe you're in the same boat. Maybe it's vacation season wherever you are, and you didn't do so many leg days on your vacation. You're getting back into it. We're getting it done together. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so now this is a little bit interesting in that I'm gonna go down to just one of my heavy weights. We're gonna go for a deadlift clean squat. So what that's gonna look like, I'm gonna take just one of my heavy weights. We deadlift just the same as we did before. Hinge, hinge, hinge. You're gonna clean the weight up to your chest, and then you're going to squat. We go in 5 seconds. It's just a 30-second power challenge. Get that heart rate up. In 3, 2, here we go. Hinge, clean the weight up to the chest, squat. You can definitely do this with heavier weights if you're feeling really good, really powerful, and you don't have any back pain. For me, this is where I'm at today, and I'm loving it. Hinge, clean. Down, 10 seconds left. Feeling that power coursing through my body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, all right, drop the weight. I got my weights everywhere. Up next, we're gonna go back to the upper body, but this time we're gonna be working on the mat, and we're gonna go for our push muscles. So for our first exercise, we have a V-sit Arnold press. You're gonna sit with your legs in a V shape, weights in front of your chest. I'm gonna go alternating. You press One arm overhead, press the next arm overhead, okay? We're gonna take off in 8 seconds. Hit those shoulders in 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go, nice long spine. Reach and reach. A little bit close to my wall. Reach and reach, there we go. And now you can sit with your legs in a wider V if that feels more comfortable. This is the space that I have. So this is the space I'm gonna use. You've got 20 seconds, and then we're gonna go for our skull crusher, get into those triceps. Spine stays nice and long, abdominals pulling in to keep that spine nice and elongated. Good, when you pull the elbow in, you wanna keep it off your chest. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Not my best Arnold press that I've ever done, but second set, I'm gonna do even better. I'm gonna work with it a little bit. 10 seconds, we have skull crushers. You're gonna lay on your back, you bend your elbows, and you extend for 40 seconds. I'm gonna go for my lighter set of weights here, just in case. 3, 2, here we go. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Maybe I could have done my heavier weights, I'm not really sure. All right, feeling those backs of the arms. As you skull crush, your elbows are bending, but again, they're not rocking forward or backward. The upper part of your arm is staying still, and the lower part of your arm, your forearm, is the thing that's moving closer towards your face. You've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, 20 seconds. We go for that V-sit Arnold press, second set. I wasn't super happy with my first set. I feel like I was kind of being a little bit heavy with my movement. So I'm gonna really try to think light, lengthening up. We go in 4, find the V-sit. 3, 2, length, light. Yes, keep the elbows lifted away from your chest. That is where the challenge is, everybody. That is where the magic happens. As you push your arm overhead, you're gonna keep the shoulder away from your ear. I know this might sound crazy because you're obviously pushing that arm overhead, but what if you thought about your arms as floating overhead? How could that change the quality of your movement? Yes. Nice, definitely getting the abdominals involved already here. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, much better. All right, we got 20 seconds and then we're gonna go for those skull crushers. I have my weights, I'm ready to go. Lay on down. We go in 5, in 4, 3, 2, 40 second skull crushers. Here we go. Bend and stretch. All right, so after this move, we're gonna go for our power challenge. We're gonna go for some commandos with plank jacks to get a little bit more into the chest because we hit our shoulders, we hit our triceps, but in order to really round out the push muscle group, pardon me, we gotta hit the chest. 12 seconds. So we'll do those commandos. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. All right, so get your weights out of the way for these commandos. You're gonna wanna have lots of space to find your plank position here. Gently putting the weights down, of course. All right, so we're gonna go for a commando. What that looks like, it's with a jack. You're gonna find your plank position. You're gonna give me 1 plank jack, hop, hop, and then down to the elbows, up to the hands, hop, hop. Down to the elbows, up to the hands. Alternating the leading arm every single time. You're gonna feel your shoulders, your triceps, your chest for sure. Let's take off in 5 seconds. 30 seconds on the clock, everybody. In 3, 2, here we go. 1, plank jack, down, down, up, up. If you would prefer to do the commando on your knees, get rid of the plank jack and just focus on the commando. Oh yeah, 15 seconds. Feeling it. Upper body working, abdominals working. I just repeated the same side twice, my bad. You got 5 seconds left. I'm gonna repeat this side again. 4, 3, 2, release. All right, up next. Wow, my microphone's falling off. Things are intense here in this total body and abs workout. Whew, okay, next move, can I get it? Yes, we're gonna go for some lunges. So we saw reverse lunges in our warm up. We're gonna do them again with weights. So it's gonna be a step back lunge, single side, and stand. All right, we're gonna take off in 15 seconds. I'm gonna go for my medium set of weights once again. This circuit, 10 seconds. This circuit is all about lunges and lateral movements. 4, 3, 2, left leg is gonna move. Step back and stand. Step back and stand. And in all the commotion of getting into our lower body, I didn't mention, you're done with your upper body. That was it. You got this lower body circuit, and then your ab challenge. You're making it. 15 seconds. Whew. Oh. All right, pressing through that right heel. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm gonna go down to just one weight now. We're gonna go for a step out lateral lunge. I'm going to rack the weight at my chest, and the right leg is gonna step out and then step in. We go in 5, 4, whew. This is a tough one. 3, 2, here we go. Step out, step in, step out, step in. Because we have the lower body working, which is where you've got some really big muscles, that's why you feel your heart rate going up, right? Your heart's gotta work a little bit harder to get the blood pumping. 15 seconds. And then you have your recovery. And then we do this set on the second side. We finish off with our power. 4, 3, 2, and stand. 20 seconds, and then we go for those step back lunges. This time the right leg is gonna step back. And the left leg is gonna stay forward. Whew. You got it, everybody. 5. I know your energy is wavering. Stay with me. 3. I feel it. 2. Here we go. Right leg steps back. Right leg drives forward. Steps back. Drives forward. So in these lunges, I want you to think of your front leg being the thing that's really pushing you forward, right? So instead of your back leg kind of propelling you off the ground, think of your front leg driving down to stand. 10 seconds. Who knew a lunge could be so effective? Last one. All right, I'm gonna keep my one weight. We're gonna go for our lateral lunge to the left this time with the weight racked at the chest. Whew, 10 seconds. We got it, we got it. This, our power challenge, and then abs, and then it's done. 3, 2, 1. You should feel really accomplished. Whew, I know I do. Ugh. This is the time to start making noise, apparently. Let some woos out, some growls, some grunts, whatever noise you need to make to get through it, basically. 20 seconds. Oh. I was such a quiet worker-outer for years, and then I started strength training. And then it was like, oh, that's where that animal creature lives. She lives in my strength workouts. 3, 2, 1. All right, for our power challenge, we're gonna go for an alternating lunge with a weight pass. So what that's going to look like is you're gonna go into your lunge. When you're bending your right knee, your weight's gonna be in your left hand. And then when you're bending your left knee, your weight's gonna be in your right hand, okay? So we switch and switch, switch, and switch, all right? If you don't like the weight switch, just hold the weight with both hands. We go in 3, 2, here we go, 30 seconds. Weight pass, stay low, sit your butt back. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, keep squeezing your shoulder blades together. No round spines here, everybody. You're in your neutral spine, which in this position might feel more like a flat back as you resist gravity. 10 seconds. Let's get into that ab challenge, shall we? 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, for our ab challenge, I'm gonna keep that same exact weight that I was just using. Make sure you have space behind you and in front of you. We're gonna hold the weight, and we're gonna go for a weighted double leg stretch. So what that looks like, you crunch, pull everything into the middle, and then double leg stretch. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs. The lower you straighten your legs, the harder it's gonna be. All right, we're gonna go for 40 seconds, just like we've done everything else. We go in 5, 2 rounds. 4, 3, 2, here we go. In, out, in, and out. 40 seconds. You've got 2 moves. We're gonna do them twice, and then you have a little hold. Yes. Whew. In and out. In. You can, of course, get rid of the weight and do this entire section body weight if that's gonna be better for you. Okay? No big deal. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel good. So if that means no weight, it means no weight. 4, 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds to release. What we're gonna do next is a leg lower to a reverse crunch. You're gonna take that weight overhead, press your hands onto the weight. I'm gonna do a bent knee leg lower, so heels towards the floor, lift, and then heels towards the ceiling. We go in 3, 2, here we go. Heels towards the floor, heels towards the ceiling. If it's a little bit too heavy to take your heels towards the floor, you of course don't need to actually touch the floor, okay? That's completely optional. Additionally, if you want, you can do one leg lower at a time. Leg lower, reverse crunch, leg lower, reverse crunch. Whew, 13 seconds. Take these options if you need them, everybody. If you're starting to feel your lower back, take the option. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm just gonna lay for a second. Okay, we're gonna do that exact same thing again. So double leg stretch with the weight, and then leg lower, reverse crunch, and then we'll finish with a reverse crunch challenge. We go in 5. Grab the weight. 4, 3, 2. Double leg stretch. Oh, 40 seconds. This as well, you can do one leg at a time, right? Stretch, in, stretch. You can also take your legs higher, which is gonna put less load on your abdominals, which could be the right option depending on how your back is feeling today. 15 seconds. Oh yeah. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, okay, we take the weight overhead. We go for our leg lower. I'm gonna do bent knee leg lower with a reverse crunch. You just have a 15-second push. We're not doing 30-second push, we're just doing a 15-second push at the end, okay? We can definitely make it in 4, no rest, okay? 3, 2, here we go. So leg lower, oh, reverse crunch, wow. Oh, the closer you tap your feet towards the butt, the easier it's gonna be. Okay. 40 seconds here, then a 15-second reverse crunch push, and then you are done. Total body plus abs in the books. I would say you're gonna make it for sure. No doubt about that. 10 seconds, and then we go for just those reverse crunches for 15. We're gonna try to increase our tempo a little bit, increase that intensity. 3, 2, 15 seconds, just the reverse crunch. Good. Try not to rock your feet over your face. Think more about your toes, pointing the ceiling or tapping the ceiling just above your pelvis. Less than 10 seconds. My abs are absolutely on fire. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Wow, just take a second. Let's circle the thighs around. Why not? What a workout. You right? Oh my God. All right, stretch your left leg. Ooh, baby. Good, stretch your left leg. Pull the right knee in. We're gonna take that right leg across the body. Hitting my weights in every direction here. Right leg across the body, and then just rotate towards the left. Pardon me, right leg across the body, then rotate towards the right, of course. Nice little twist. What a finale with that ab circuit. I knew it was gonna be tough, but I gotta tell you, that kind of blew me away. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to center. Let's cross the right foot over the left knee. Pull the left thigh into the chest to release your glutes. We finished with that ab moment, but remember we did all those squats and those deadlifts and lunges, etc. So the lower body definitely needs a little bit of a stretch. Whew. We're gonna do this exact same stretch on the second side, and then we'll finish with a twist. So left leg over the right knee, grab on behind the right thigh, stretch. Oh, it feels so good to get a strength workout done. You feel so accomplished, so strong. For a brief moment, it's like you can handle anything. Extend your right leg. Watch out for your weights. You're gonna take your left leg across your chest. My goodness. Left leg across your chest. You keep moving. And then left elbow out, twisting to the left. Really good work showing up for that. I'm sure it was not easy to click play when you were scrolling through, but you did it. You clicked, you nailed it. Bring both of your knees in towards your chest, rock and roll yourself up to seated. We're gonna come to seated and we're gonna finish with just a little shoulder mobility here. So take your hands to the shoulder caps and you're gonna draw really big shoulder circles. Elbows together and apart, together and apart. And now reverse the circle. And now finally release the arms, open your chest, give me a big inhale. And exhale, a round of applause for you. You absolutely nailed that strength workout. I hope your entire body is feeling super strong, super connected. If you feel amazing and you want to get a little bit more of a recovery session in, I'm going to go ahead and link you to my stretch playlist. And if you just want to see more workouts like this from me, then my channel is called Emily's Aligned Fitness. I have new videos coming out every single week, mostly on Mondays, and I would love to have you there. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.